We've come to one of the Upper Peninsula Land Conservancy's forest reserves on Norwood Lake. I think mine is interesting. I have kind of a two-sided story. My mom's side of the family is from Ohio, middle of Ohio, basically in the middle of the Midwest. You can't get much more Midwestern than that. And they kind of, they don't even really know what a lake is. She grew up on a farm, mostly was a farmer. In contrast, my dad's side of the family is from India. And where my dad comes from in Kerala, India, you know, on the west coast of India, there's so much water, and there's a big fishing industry there. And so for me, I love fishing, and I'm here in this land where we have so many lakes, and I feel like it's almost a blessing that I can, you know, bring my love of fishing from a totally different part of the world, from my dad's side, and enjoy it here in the Midwest, where frankly it's just an amazing spot to love the outdoors and to love fishing.
Having a healthy forest around the edges of a body of water is really important for conserving water quality. I mean, it prevents soil erosion into the water, which boosts water quality and clarity. Also, it improves habitats for fish. When you have more logs and sticks near the shoreline, it provides better spawning habitats for fish, and as well as it's just more visually appealing to look at.
I think one place in particular that has created a story for me is a special lake, a small lake in the Upper Peninsula. The reason why it's so special to me and why that memory of this lake is so special is not because of how many fish we caught on it. It was about all the animals, all the plants that I would see. It was about seeing porcupines. It was about seeing deer. It was about seeing birds and ducks land in the lakes. It was bringing together everything that makes together the whole ecosystem. And I think that's what makes this place so special, and that's why I love this land, especially in the Upper Peninsula. To note the difference between people who care about the environment, and then there's those who actively participate in the environment. And both types are equally important. You know, there's many people who are involved in policy, who are involved more from a city standpoint and care about the environment deeply. And I'm around a lot of those people. I go to the University of Minnesota, but somehow, in some ways, they're more removed than somebody who would say live up here in the Upper Peninsula, where they're fishing, they're hunting all through the season. They're dealing with these weather changes. And I think it's really interesting, and I think it's helpful for people to be able to experience both. For people to say, you know, I can understand the policy, I understand how different environmental regulations work, but also I know what it feels like to be on the land. I know what it feels like to go fishing, to hold a pole, to feel this negative weather. I think being able to empathize with both sides is something that is really necessary to understand the environment, because you can't have one without the other. You know, I think it's something that's evolving. Science has improved so much in the last, 50 years. And I think we're raising a generation of stewards of the environment, especially surrounding fishing, where younger kids are growing up watching television, where famous fishermen are promoting catch and release. You know, we have younger kids who are going out and fishing and practicing these catch and release methods, practicing these best management practices, and we're creating a better fishery for the future, and it's shown in the data.